Okay, so in this video, we're going to be talking about outsourcing. Okay, so one of the main challenges businesses face, whether they are just getting started, trying to keep things going, or getting to the next level, is trying to manage everything and get everything done. There are so many things a business needs to do, such as create content, writing emails, talking to customers, replying to DMs, email inquiries. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, most business owners never manage to get or keep things going because there is so many things to do. They just burn out. And there is a much simpler option. Okay, so as I already said at the start, outsourcing. Okay, you as the business owner have a specific skill set. So the main question you need to ask yourself is, does this help the business and does it need to be learned right now? Can it be learned quickly? And the answer is pretty much no every single time. Okay, so why spend days, weeks, or months trying to learn one aspect of your business when others can take care of that for you? And there are plenty of people out there that have a special skill set that you can leverage to help you get your business going and then learn whilst you make money instead of trying to figure it out before you get things going. So focus on your expertise, learn to delegate things to get things going, and then think about the things you want or need to learn, but don't try to learn them before you launch. Just get it out there. Okay. I speak to many business owners. I'm sure I've probably said that quite a few times. I'll say it many more because I do. I speak to a lot of business owners every single day. And I ask them the same question almost every single time is it something that is going to help the business right now? And if the answer is no, why try to learn it? Why spend your time on it? I'm not saying that it's not worth your time. At the end of the day, if that's what you like doing, fair enough. But does it need to be learned right now? Could it be learned whilst the business is going? Could you get somebody else to deal with it so you can then focus on what you do, which is then going to allow you to pay that money to that person to get that job done? And most of the time it's yes. Focus on bringing the money in. If your expertise is consulting, why are you trying to learn traffic? Why are you trying to write emails? I'm not saying they're not important. Maybe you want to learn that, but right now it's going to take time to learn. So focus on getting the traffic so you can start consulting and driving those sales, which is going to allow you to delegate and get more people get other people doing other things. So you've got money coming through the door, but then you can focus and start chipping away at other things, other areas, and then you can start learning things. But don't try to learn everything at once because, even AI doesn't know everything. AI is still learning, and that's the thing. AI is great, but it doesn't know absolutely everything. So the point here is don't try to master and learn everything. Okay, focus on what your specific skill set is, and anything else that gets in the way of it, let somebody else deal with it. I'm not saying that you don't have to ever learn it. You could quite easily, learn it, but right now that's not going to pay the bills. Okay, so focus on what your expertise is, outsource everything else, and then start learning what you need to learn so then you can start mastering your business on your own terms. That is going to be different for everybody because at the end of the day, it comes down to what your skill set is, what you like, what you don't like, how you want to manage your business. So there's a lot of things that go here, but the principle still remains the same. Focus and delegate your way in order to get your business going. Okay. When you look at the big businesses out there, like I again come back to the conversations I have with business owners. I always come back to Jeff Bezos, one person I massively admire, and everybody knows who Jeff Bezos is. And if you don't, for some reason, he is the co-founder of Amazon, or the founding partner. I don't know whether he's a co-founder or the founder, but yeah, he's the founder of Amazon. Okay. But he didn't get Amazon to where it is by doing everything himself and by micromanaging. Okay. He learned to delegate. He just said to his team, and you can research this because I learned it and it was quite fascinating. So he went to his team and they said, right, this is what we're doing. And he was always focused on the customer. From what I understand, He's always focused on the customer and how we can do more for the customer. But he drove his team crazy because he was trying to push for more, push for more, push for more. And I say the same thing. Delivery companies would not be offering next day delivery or same day delivery if Amazon did not bring out Amazon Prime, which offers you the next day delivery. I honestly believe that that would never have come to fruition for anybody if Amazon hadn't brought it out. But once they did, everybody else had to get on board, because otherwise Amazon would steal market share, because that is one of the core demands of people. They want things, they want it now. Okay. But before that came around, nobody thought it was possible. So Jeff Bezos, like I said, drove his team crazy by pushing these kind of things. But the point here, so I could go on a tangent because I talk about this all day, but the point here is you don't have to know everything. He didn't know how to do that. He just basically paid experts to get that done. Okay. And you do that by bringing money through the door. So get people to get you the traffic, the customers, and you sell those customers. That is the key here. Okay. So whatever your skill set is, you need to focus on things that are going to drive the business forward, the things that are going to bring the money through the door. And when you've got money coming through the door, you've then got choices. So another tangent I'm going to go down, people talk about money and say money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil, in my opinion. It's what you're prepared to do to get money, in my opinion, is what makes people the difference between evil and not evil. So what I would say is money is what makes everything go round. Everything boils down to money in one way, shape, or form. Okay, so we need to get money through the door. That is just the reality of it. So we get money through the door, and then we've got options, and then you get to live life on your terms. Okay, so I've gone off on a bit of a tangent. I've done a couple of tangents, but outsource your way to success. Okay, so focus on things. Think about what you want to learn, what you need to learn. But if you don't know it yet, that's fine. Get somebody else to do it, and then learn as you go. Just get money through the door by following what I'm teaching you here.